Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. We're just going to go straight into a time where we can really get into a feeling of gratitude. Such a wonderful opportunity, I believe, for us. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling, golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us, saturating every cell of our 4 lower bodies. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our 3 finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts, expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization. We see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am. And Peter, do you have a screen? Are you able to read the opening invocation for us?
Yes, beloved Anthea. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Opening invocation. Before reading the words of the Master, we say together, with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Kutumi. Beloved presence of God I am, it is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kutumi, I ask in your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself, that there instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of this inner instruction. Thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Peter. All right, so this week we've got beloved John reading, because last week we had Gerald Craig, and it's just, as always, just wonderful wisdom from beloved Saint Germain. It's from the Ascended Master Instruction book, and it's from Discourse 2. And then I thought last week we did actually read Mighty Victory. Now is the hour of application. And I thought it was just so important. So I thought it was worth making a video of that. And so it's just short, but as it really, as we know, it is truly now the hour of application. I think we all do know that. And then we're carrying on with these wonderful readings from beloved Terry. She's read that whole book for us, bless her heart. And beloved Orion, and we're on the 7 steps of creation. Just lovely again. And then we're going to read more from Zarathustra, because we've got the temple that we're focusing on, Mighty Zarathustra, is actually over Iran. It's just so timeless. And so it's from Zarathustra, and also Friendship with the Gods. Zarathustra. It's all about enthusiasm. And as we know, that is so important. And then beloved John will read our decrees for us, take us through our decrees. We know that wonderful opportunity. We have to call in the light.
Saint Germain, Discourse 2, Ascended Master Instruction, Volume 4. Take a firm grip on the inner presence to govern every inharmony and to remove any wrong condition permanently. The highest and quickest action is always to make the demand to the great inner presence. God's energy always acts according to the consciousness we have of it. Opportunity is a very poor master. It is you who must always govern it. Use opportunity, but never let it use you. The assistance of the masters. The great ones may and do give assistance at all times, whether the students know it or not. One of the greatest activities of the ascended beings which they perform for the students is to give courage, strength, and assurance until such a time as they make a strong enough contact with their own inner presence to fully and clearly loose its mighty wisdom and activity into the outer self. The result of this radiation is that the students build permanent strength of character, and it saves them endless repetition and recreation of imperfection. In the past, down through the centuries, the call to the mighty I Am Presence within the individual has been but intermittent. Now the work before each one is to make the contact with the God within and hold it. The idea is not to ease up as soon as a problem is solved and think that no further effort is required, but to keep calling to this mighty inner presence, and recognizing and accepting it going before to see that these foolish human problems are consumed at their first intimation. In this way, the divine self keeps you free from the outer disturbing or binding conditions. Experience is but opportunity, and is one of the most powerful friends the outer self has, for it gives the outer a chance to bring forth the divine character of life, which knows no imperfection. Allow me to say again, Mighty I Am Presence, reveal to me your true solution of the situation in which I seem to be concerned. Come forth in your wisdom and strength, and solve this in divine order without another moment's delay. I recognize that you do not need time, place, nor space, but that your all-powerful activity is now. I accept this fact. Explanation of cosmic karma. I wish to put before the students another very vital and important thing, which concerns human creation. The individual can call on the law of forgiveness and say to the I Am Presence, dissipate and consume this wrong creation. This throws it back to the cosmic law for adjustment, wherein it is adjusted outside of the individual karmic activity. There are a great many individuals to whom this idea of truth would give immense relief and great freedom in a very short time. I cannot stress too strongly how the individual being the only creator of inharmony, can, by the conscious application of the law of forgiveness, remove forever from his or her individual activity a great deal that would be very distressing. The old idea of karma, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, has not been correctly understood, except by a few. The majority have thought that karma must be balanced individual to individual. In some cases, this is imperative, but there is so much that does not have to be balanced in that way, when the correct idea of it is understood. One of the unfortunate things when the idea of karma was advanced was the above mistake. It caused individuals to consciously bind themselves to each other for adjustment. Taking into consideration that each individual has free will, you can see how this individual to individual balancing might become an endless thing. If one individual be not in a mood to cooperate in the adjustment of a condition, how then could the activity ever be ended? There must be and is a wiser means of help to do it. If the above material is carefully contemplated by the students, they will find greater relief and peace from realizing that they have this wise presence upon which they may call in all conditions.
Just so lovely. And I know, we know, but just to be reminded over and over again, I certainly can be reminded over and over again. I think it's good for all of us. Okay, so now this is from Beloved Mighty Victory. Now is the hour for application, the world of creative cause. This is from Mighty Beloved Victory, and it's from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. And he says, the Chela of Light, who has entered the conscious path to mastery, must one day consciously enter the world of creative cause. Here, as an observer, he will contemplate the invincible causes that have expressed in the world of appearances, good, imperfect, or indifferent. The world of creative cause is the cosmic powerhouse of creation. Here he will see the creative power in action, generating those forces which produce all the heaven and hell humanity experiences. Then, with conscious realization that the invisible world of cause is the only realm that requires corrective action, then he will come into the activity of conscious wielding of the sacred fire. Surely, having reached this point upon the spiritual path, you know what the sacred fire is. However, in an endeavor to further assist you in your evolution, I shall elucidate. The sacred fire is the creative energy of life, molded consciously and unconsciously into form by the thought and feeling processes of the individual life stream. It is as simple as that. The use of the sacred fire must be intensely directed into all imperfect causes, known and unknown, until the human consciousness is swept clean of every rate of vibration that is not in accord with the divine plan. He who is strong enough, determined enough, and persistent enough to do this will soon find any uncomfortable effect in his appearance world disappearing. The Chela must consciously step over the threshold from the world of effect, knowing that they have no power in themselves, and enter the potent, pulsating realm of cause, setting his inner house in order, and then, wielding the power of the sacred fire, create in his consciousness the perfection he desires to express. I counsel you to realize the unlimited possibilities at hand, for in the realm of cause, the cosmic beings and ascended masters are willing and eager to lend their consciousness of beauty, their momentums, and their pressure of the sacred fire to any aspiring individual who desires to set his house in order. I believe this instruction is particularly apropos at this time, for so many of the cheaters are concerned with the lack of some virtue or quality or physical substance in their worlds, and the answer to this so-called problem is right at hand, merely by entering the realm of creative cause and entertaining only that which is good and wielding the sacred fire to remove all else. I trust the foregoing will be of assistance to you. It can be if you will accept and use that which is herein presented. We know the Ascended Masters are always reminding us that the intensity in our calls, the great desire to have what we're decreeing come forth and visualizing it as if it's there, which is so important. So that's, I think, is really important for us all to practice. And now we're going to listen to beloved Terry reading these lovely words.
The 7 steps to precipitation. First, there must be the will to do. You must make a decision in your heart, mind, and spirit, a decision based upon prayerful thought and application, so that you are sure it is the right decision and that your feelings concerning it are enthusiastic about bringing it forth. Second, after you make your decision, take the time to call into action the flame of mighty Cassiopeia to give you its perception or illumination, the perfectly clear picture of what you want to do, and the directions as to how best to bring it forth, to qualify the abstract idea so that your form is something of benefit to life. Third, love your manifestation into form. The more sincere feeling of love you can put into it, the more beautiful will be your form, and the more quickly it will manifest. This is true whether it is something you wish to create for your personal use, or whether you are altruistic enough to so create for the benefit of world movement. The more love you put into your service, the greater will be your manifestation, the higher will be its quality, and the more plentiful its blessings to the world of form. Fourth, then be sure to hold firmly to the original divine design. In as much humility and selflessness as possible, hold to the purity of the pattern, the divine idea which you have received from God, and do not attempt to constantly change it with every passing whim. Fifth, next comes the power of concentration, following through with one thing at a time, staying with it until it is wholly completed. It is better to do one thing well than to do 100 things imperfectly. Your phrase, Jack of all trades and master of none, refers to this wavering consciousness. Do not allow fear and doubt or ridicule of the outer world to make you feel that it cannot be done. When a mental picture is flashed to your mind and you deliberately call it forth again, you begin to draw forth the reality of that picture. Your fundamentals given to you for your use years ago by the Ascended Master Saint Germain gave you this instruction. For instance, if you want financial freedom, hold to that idea and see that substance visible and tangible in your hands and use now. If you want youth in your bodies so that they do not show age, and if you want freedom from certain limitations of mind and the flesh body, greater freedom to serve this cause, get the definite picture of just what you do want and stay with that one idea until you have brought it forth into outer physical manifestation. Let there be no ifs or buts in your consciousness and your universe concerning it. When that which you have conceived and willed to bring forth hurts no man or any part of life, it will be a blessing to the universe. If you will love life enough to stay with it, if you will be humble enough to let God do His will through it, If you will concentrate upon one thing at a time, you can produce your manifestation. Here again comes the inversion of the activities of the sixth and seventh rays. Seventh, now your idea, which you wish to precipitate into form, must be nourished in rhythm with at least as much regularity as you take your meals into your flesh body each day. Sixth, last but not least, when your manifestation finally appears in the purity of form in which you have desired and designed, you must hold the peace and harmony of feeling which seals your entire creation in divine protection. When these 7 steps have been completed, according to this divine pattern, you will see and know that the creative powers of the Elohim are universal and can be used by anyone at will.
Just so brilliantly and simply put. And so there's a lot of information straight from the books on the website. If you go onto Ascension Topics and you scroll down through the boxes on supply and precipitation. And as we know, really to be sovereign, we have to learn to precipitate from universal light, which I believe we all know because it's in our etheric memories. And now we have this wonderful opportunity to call to the beloved I am presence in the ascended ones for the ones caught in the psychic and astral realms, and to assist our beloved Saint Germain in those temples. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. And now this is from beloved Zarathustra. He says, and we know he's the great God he's the keeper of the flame, the spiritual fire. And so he says, I come today to fire you with the feeling of enthusiasm, which is such a part of my being. I have the privilege of dispensing that sacred essence. Accept it, use it, and accomplish that which you are ordained to do in perfect order. When an orator has a gathering of people to whom he wishes to impart knowledge, he must enthuse their consciousness for a certain project, and then he fires them with his own enthusiasm. He knows that which he is doing is the right thing to do, and so enthusiasm is necessary. Balanced enthusiasm. Is it not simple? If you wish to accomplish any project, you must have the will, the determination, the enthusiasm to get the project into manifestation. Without enthusiasm, it will not succeed. In precipitation of any kind, you must have enthusiasm. Know that enthusiasm burns within your heart, that beautiful balanced flame of enthusiasm. But sometimes it is really quiescent because you forgot that enthusiasm is a part of all life. A child is enthused with a new toy, and so it goes on through the years. And you must know, after all these years of training, that enthusiasm for getting things done is essential. Angels from my legions of light are going to the temple of Almoira and will remain there until all those in public office all over the world receive the feeling of enthusiasm and get things done as they should be according to the will of God on this earth. The tremendous power of the will of God of Almoira is a power he has made known to you in your consciousness. When you have a friend whom you wish to assist, in order to assist, you give them a little love, a little encouragement, and from that flame in your heart goes forth a gentle ray of enthusiasm. Enthusiasm can be so very, very gentle, or it can be powerful, as is required at any time. I would like to take my legions and move along your streets crying, "Follow me, follow me, follow me," and be enthusiastic. Go back into the heart of God, your great I am, and know that with enthusiasm, all things are possible. You have been told and you recognize that God abides within you. You are cells in the overall being of the supreme source I am. Sometimes you are aware of the very gentle beat of your heart, beating gently, 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 as if gently and softly and rhythmically praying, and in that constant prayer goes forth balanced enthusiasm. I mean it, beloved ones, I mean it, and I love you, each and every one, and I love each and every particle of any evolution, and I always shall keep the fires of enthusiasm blazing. We see what happens in the elemental kingdom, in all the kingdoms, but you always remember that enthusiasm is always present. Enthusiasm is beaming forth from the heart of God to all his creation, knowing that the flame will go forth and accomplish its purpose of returning all into the heart of I am. It is up to you, beloved ones, to send the fire of enthusiasm to all on this planet, enfolded in the will of God, and know that all life will respond to your enthusiasm, and the energy of your being will come forth to accomplish the purpose. As we told, our beloved Saint Germain is also known for his great enthusiasm. In the books, it tells us this. Okay, so this is from a kinder world. It's a little bit, it's quite sort of eye-opening, but it's very short. But I just thought today we might just listen to this one. A kinder world. They just do the most amazing things, but it's really, those animals, as we're told, Saint Germain says it's really important to stop eating meat and these things. So, and now we say together, beloved, I am presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. We thank you for the opportunity of making the calls. Oh, this is quite a long one. Okay, so longer than normal, these two, but I just thought we'd couple them and get it done in one lot because it's just so good from beloved Zarathustra. So, beloved Zarathustra, spirit of the fire element, high priest of the order of Zarathustra, and he serves on all rays and enthusiasm which propels thought into manifestation. That's his activity. So he says, in obeisance to the edict of the creator of all life, I, Zarathustra, come into the atmosphere of Earth at this important hour in the Earth's evolution, speaking directly to you as an individual. You know that you have 8 bodies. The 8 stages of consciousness are present. The 4 low vehicles are composed of light. Otherwise, they would cease to be. The picture which one holds in his consciousness results in the appearance or condition of the physical garment. In your heart center dwells the immortal, victorious threefold flame. The unawakened or unfed flame is the state of consciousness in the hearts of the majority of mankind, and it is the responsibility of the Chela to stir the hearts of his fellow travelers so that they will become conscious of the indwelling Christ within the immortal flame. You who have given attention to the focus of divinity which animates the lower garments, realize that it is immortal. That is immortal. Through your attention, thought, and feeling worlds, you have ignited and expanded that flame into greater service. You have now come to the point in your evolution where you can consciously be divinity in action, a fire being, the Christ in action. When that state of being is accomplished, the four lower vehicles are in perfect alignment, and by that I mean they function as one in a harmonious manner. The powers and ideas of the I Am Presence have a direct line to the golden man, the Christ within, and the divine ideas flow into the world of form without human interference or qualification. The white fire being is the highest aspect of divinity. The heart center of all life contains the crystalline substance of the Supreme Source, and it is the direction of the individualized I Am Presence that qualifies the fire into the quality desired or required. The seven ways the 7 ways with which you are familiar are those required in the evolution of the earth. I do not wish to speculate, but there are more ways than the 7 in the universe. However, the 7 which play upon the earth are those with which you are concerned. I, Zarathustra, am the spirit of enthusiasm. There is nothing of an insipid nature in my being. I am white fire being from the heart of God. Some have chosen to associate me specifically with the 7th ray. I am part of not only the 7th ray, but of all rays. Where there is fire, I am, and I repeat, fire is everywhere present. Certainly, I am animated by the 7th ray dispensation under the direction of our Lord and King for this era, the beloved Saint Germain, and I am here on the day dedicated to the 7th ray to fire you into action, to assist you in the transmutation of imperfection on and in this planet. When you realize the intensity of Saint Germain's love for this dear earth and his great responsibility as Chohan of the 7th ray, your enthusiastic cooperation is imperative. So I am here to fill your beings, your consciousness, with the enthusiasm required to quickly bring in the permanent golden age. Enthusiasm is a quality which propels thought into manifestation. In the name of the Almighty, do not be fanatic and believe that the service which you may be rendering, or rather that your Christ self is giving through you on a specific ray, makes you one whit more important than your fellow traveler's service. All is part of the entirety. The love of God is ever present and is the cohesive power of the universe and is essential for wisdom, purity, truth, and so on to express. I counsel you with all the love of my being to have respect and courtesy for your fellow traveler, for within his breast burns the fire of creation, and there I abide. Before concluding, I humbly request you to enter deeply into the fire element within your beings. Elevate your consciousness to the I Am Presence. Blend your consciousness, each one, and enter deeply into the fire element, and know that the white fire being, the crystalline substance of the fire element, is the supreme source of all life. Oh, it's just so beautifully read. I could have split it into 2, but I thought we'd just listen to it all this week. And now we've got this beautiful song, and thanks to beloved Scott, who's made all these wonderful videos for us, and so we can sing these lovely songs. just a wonderful song. And our beloved John will take over. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, all. And once again, we thank you, beloved Anthea, for this wonderful teaching in today's class. We just bless and thank all the beloved ascended masters, cosmic beings, and angels for these powerful messages and teachings. Beloved mighty and Prince, we call to you, take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm, and we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined the Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. We say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, what we ask for ourselves. We ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just visualize our tube of light from our I am presence, coming down from above, covering our four lower bodies with that thick wall at the edge, 3 feet each side of us, stronger than any steel. See that brilliant blue and crystal light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty and presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to you, beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin. We ask that you fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. We feel deeply in our hearts that sincere desire to be forgiven, to forgive any and all misuse of life, human consciousness, misqualified energies of any kind, any wrong desires and wrong feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake which our outer selves are responsible. We feel that great, great gratitude for this blessing to all mankind, this great gift of the law of forgiveness. For truly, we have no idea how blessed we are for this law. Beloved, mighty presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. And through the activity of the violet consuming flame, take out of our four lower bodies while we sleep tonight every bit of substance that has been discordantly qualified this day. Thank you. And we call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Africa, Europe, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend, your purple ones of fire, and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, score, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. I decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. I decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the blessed love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3x3 until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us focus on that beloved love star radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. And to that mighty secret love star, shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you, and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you. We deeply thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and who constantly answer our calls. And we thank you, beloved blessed Jesus. May each and every one of you be abundantly blessed by our beloved Father, Mother, God, I am. Thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved John. And then I just think you might like to read the clip. Scott?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Closing invocation. Before ending the session, we all say with mics muted, Beloved I am presence, beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfection, of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you, and thank everybody. Let's just have a moment of just deep gratitude, truly how blessed we are to have these marvelous teachings, know about our own presence, and know how to make these calls for the light at this pivotal time on our beloved earth, and truly for our blessed, beautiful earth. Thank you, everybody. We're going to stop the recording.